So good afternoon, children, everyone. In this class, we'll start chapter number 9, soil. In previous class, yesterday, we did the misunderstood words of this chapter. And I hope each one of you have done that questions, that misunderstood words in the notebook. Now, in this chapter, children, we are going to study about soil. What is soil? How it acts as a natural resource and useful for us. Types of soil and the properties of soil. So all these things we are going to study in this chapter. So it's very interesting and very simple chapter, the soil. So first of all, the question arises that why soil is considered as a important natural resource. So first question is this. So let me give you the answer. First of all, because it supports the growth of plants by holding the roots. And soil is essential for agriculture because agriculture provides us food, clothing, shelter, etc. So due to all these things, the soil is very, very important natural resource for us. So you may underline from the first paragraph and you can frame extra question from here only. Soil is one of the important natural resource and you will find the answer of this question from here only. It supports the growth of plants by holding roots firmly and supplying water and nutrients. It is a home for many organisms. Soil is essential for agriculture.
In my book, it is given, ma'am, it provides encourage to the plants and
Yes,
supplies
no
water.
issue is there. No issue is there, but the same thing is there.
Ma'am,
Food, shelter.
please tell the meaning of encourage.
Soil is thus an inseparable part of our life. So children, I want every one of you to kindly frame extra question over here. That why soil is important natural resource. And you may give the answer in points. This whole paragraph can be taken as points. Even write today's date on the beginning that today we have started the chapter. Okay. So I hope everybody has written the extra question. Written everyone?
Yes.
So first extra question you have framed that why soil is an important natural resource. And you can frame the answer in points. You can frame the answer in points. Next, we'll continue that see in table 9.1. See table 9.1. Here it is written soil source, plants, animals, and other information. So it's very simple. You can go through the different types of, you can collect different samples of soil and observe them carefully and examine the samples that what kind of soil is there, what is present in this kind of soil. Okay. Next, let's discuss.
In the plants column, we have to write if the soil contain any type of plant.
Yes. Means that is your observation only. That may vary from person to person. That is only yours variation. Means yours observation is there. Okay. So Srajal, continue reading from this. Paheli's wondered. I wondered why I found some pieces of plastic articles and polythene bags in the soil sample collected from the roadside and the garden. So continue from
can
here.
I read the one now?
Yes, ma'am.
Rajal, continue.
Polythene bags and plastic pollute the soil. They also kill the organisms living in the soil. That is why there is a demand to ban the polythene bags and plastics. Other substances which pollute the soil are a number of waste products, chemicals, and pesticides. Waste products and chemicals should be treated before they are released into the soil. The use of pesticides should be minimized.
Okay, you can frame extra question over here. Why plastic bags should be minimized? Why plastic bags
Means
and plastic
yes.
bags and plastics, polythene bags and plastics should be banned? Why plastic bags and
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, the whole paragraph is the answer of this question.
yes, and
Okay,
polythene
ma'am.
should be banned? But I want each one of you to kindly write the answer point wise.
Please repeat.
Ma'am, please repeat the first extra.
Why plastic bags and polythene should be banned?
Ma'am, I am asking the first one.
The first question I had told, why soil is a natural resource. It's an important natural resource.
Ma'am, it is a resource, ma'am, which is needed.
So children, for this question, the answer is already given, but I want each one of you to kindly go through the answer and give points only. So I hope everybody has written the extra question. Why plastic bags and polythenes should be banned? After that, let's continue with the next part. Soil profile. Now,
Ma'am,
what do you mean by
the soil means
Ma'am, can I continue?
Yes, continue.
Soil profile. Soil is
excuse me, ma'am.
composed of
Ma'am, what
different
is
layers.
the soil?
Lavanya, let him read. After that, I'll solve your all the queries. Continue,
Yes,
beta.
ma'am. Soil profile. Soil is the composed of distinct layers. Perform the following activity to find out how these layers are arranged. Activity 9.2. Take a little soil, break the clumps with your hands and to powder it. Now take a glass tumbler, 3/4 filled with water, and a handful of soil to it. Stir it well with a stick to dissolve the soil. Now let it stand undisturbed for some time, as in figure 9.2. Afterwards, observe it and answer the following questions.
Okay, children. So this
Do
is
these
a very
layers-
easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Srajal, thank you.
Mama, I have this activity in front of. Mama, I
Okay,
just want to show you.
wait for a second. Okay, after that, children, what's it? This is a activity in which each one of you can do this activity, and we have to take a soil and just dissolve in water, keep it for some time so that we can see the different layers of soil. So what will be the different layers formed here? On the top will be humus, because that is a lighter one. After that, water, then clay, then sand, and then gravel. You know, gravels are there, the stone particles, and stone particles are heavier and they settle at the bottom. So that's why this activity is there. The layers of soil means whenever you will keep it for some time undisturbed, the layers will be formed. Okay. Next, Ananya Jain, you can continue.
Okay, ma'am. Do you see layers of particles of different sizes in the glass tumbler? Draw a diagram showing these layers. Are there some dead rotting leaves or animal remains floating on water? The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. You probably know that the soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water, and climate. This process is called weathering. The nature of any soil depends upon the rocks from which it has been formed and the type of vegetation that grows in it. A vertical section through different layers of the soil is called the soil profile. Each
Okay,
layer
beta.
differs in
The soil is
Excuse
formed.
me, ma'am.
It's very important. The soil is formed by the process of breaking down of the rocks. The question arises that how soil was formed. So this is the reason. So when the rock break down into the smaller pieces, and how the rock are breaking, that is by the natural processes. That is by wind, water and climate. This is the reason which is known as a weathering. So that's why the soil is formed by the process of weathering. So this is one of the things that we have observed, the layers of soil. And after that, children, will go for the vertical section. If we see through the soil, we are able to see that soil profile. Soil profile means different layers of the soil. And if we feel that all layers of the soil feel differently, texture is even different for each, color is different, and at the different depth, chemical composition is different. So all that three things are totally different: color, depth, chemical composition, and if we feel like that. So that is known as a soil profile. So it has been divided into, so different layers are referred as horizon. So as you can see in figure 9.3, soil profile is there: A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and till bedrock it is. So let's go for the this one. Yes, Anadi.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue reading. We usually from here.
We usually see the top surface of the soil, not the layer below it. If we look at
Excuse me,
the
ma'am.
soil,
I want to ask, ma'am, that ma'am, the activity of observing the soil in the water, ma'am, in that I have done it. So, ma'am, only the dust particles are coming up, nothing else.
Better you keep it undisturbed for some time. Only then you are able to see. Otherwise, you are not able to identify it. Keep it undisturbed.
Okay.
Keep it for some time. Anadi, your voice is not clear, beta. Aryan Sharma or Jayavardhan, you can continue.
Ma'am, can I?
Aryan, your voice is also not clear. Jayavardhan, you can continue, beta.
We usually see the top surface of the soil.
Again.
If we look at
Continue. If we look at the sides of the recently dug ditch, we can see the inner layers of the soil too. Such a view enables us to observe the soil profile at that place. Soil profile can also be seen while digging a well or laying a foundation of a building. So if we see, you must have seen, if we are constructing a building, a soil is big to a too much of the depth. So what is the reason behind it? The soil is dug. Okay.
So, ma'am, that the particles can come out.
Yes, so we can observe the different layers of the soil. So now let's read the uppermost horizon. What's that known as?
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay, start.
We usually see the top surface of the soil, not the layers below it. If we look at the sides of a recently dug ditch, we can see the inner layers of the soil. 2. Such a view enables us to observe the soil profile at the place. Soil profile can also be seen while digging a well or laying the foundation of a building. It can also be seen at the sides of a road on a hill or at a stepped river bank.
Okay. Atharv Sharma, continue. Yes, Atharv. Okay, Yashika. The uppermost horizon is generally dark in color as it is rich in humus and minerals.
The uppermost horizon is generally dark in color as it is rich in humus and minerals. The human makes this provides shelter for soil fertile and provide nutrients to growing plants. This layer is generally soft and can retain more water. It is called topsoil or a horizon.
Okay, next Avika
This
continue. Avika continue. This layer is, if we are talking about the A horizon, that is a topsoil. It is generally soft, porous, and can retain more water.
Ma'am, yes. The next layer has a lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. This layer is generally harder and more compact and is called the B horizon or the middle layer. The third layer is the C horizon, which is made up of small lumps of rocks with cracks and crevices. Below this layer is the bedrock, which is hard and difficult to dig with a spade.
Okay, beta. So, children, today we have learned about the different horizons or the soil profile. Topsoil, that is the A horizon. After that, B horizon, middle layer, and C horizon is the bedrock. So, this is a soil profile, children. And next, tomorrow we'll continue with the types of soil. Different types of soils and their properties, that will continue in the next class.